In today's video, guys, we are going to be investigating into what is the mystery WWE Ultimate Edition figure that is going to be missing from WWE Ultimate Edition Series 16. If you guys were unaware, AJ Styles is alone in the series, if you guys were unaware. But I also saw this screenshot on this random website that said that Jeff Jarrett was a part of Ultimate Edition Series 17. And now that I think about that, I guess that is accurate. So now we are left without the full wave of 17 in our brains. We don't know it fully. And then the one half of 16. In this video, we're going to be guessing what is the other half of the Ultimate Edition Series 16 featuring AJ Styles. So if you guys were unaware of the cancellation of Jeff Jarrett, that is the case. I thought for sure it was a part of Series 16 with AJ Styles, but apparently that is not the case. It was Series 17. And so now we do not know any figures of 17, and we are left guessing what figure will be in 16 with AJ Styles. I'm going to put some context clues together and try to guesstimate what Series 16 could include next to the phenomenal AJ Styles. So I have a list of names here that I'm going to run through, and I'm going to explain what figures it could be and what it could look like, what accessories it could come with, and all of those different things. So with all those things being said, man, let's go ahead, shut the hell up, and dive into my list and see if you guys agree with these. Would you be hyped for these, or would you say, nah, I don't really like that. Let's get the hell out of here. All right, man, so starting off my list first is going to be one of my personal favorite wrestlers of all time. It is going to be none other than the Viper, Randy Orton, okay? We got Randy Orton right here now. There's a bunch of different options they could do. We did most recently get a double jointed arm Randy Orton in the Legend Killer era. You know, a younger Randy Orton figure. We got the SummerSlam 04 figure, which I was very excited for. I thought that figure was fantastic. One of the figures that I was probably the most looking forward to, and one of the most sought after Randy Orton figures that they have made to date. Very awesome figure indeed. So I don't think that they would give us a throwback Randy Orton if we were to get one. I think it would be a modern Randy Orton with all of his tattoos, all of his, you know, the torso would have the tattoos on the shoulders. And I know a lot of people would think, why don't they make a 2-in-1 Randy Orton where they could have the Legend Killer look and the updated look? And that honestly would not be possible. If we were looking at AEW figures, maybe, because you could just switch out the torso really easily, have the tattoos, have the non-tattoos. In this case, do not think it would work because the tattoos go onto the torso. I know you have the butterfly joints, but I just don't think it would look right. I don't think it would work. If that were to happen, I don't know if I could buy it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can meet that one halfway there, or I could get over that one. So that is one that I don't think it works. So I think it would be a modern Randy Orton. The gear really doesn't matter that much. I guess you could give him the teal gear from that match with Jeff Hardy. Maybe a WrestleMania 31 versus Seth Rollins. That would be really cool in the red. I think that giving him a cloth RKO hoodie, we've been waiting on that for a very, very long time. I think that is an excellent piece. Maybe even a long sleeve hoodie. Maybe that could work as well. And I think that you could give him a screaming expression. We've never seen a screaming expression Randy Orton figure. You could do the pissed off determined, similar to like an Elite 9 figure. You got your standard pissed off Randy Orton like the one we just got. Plenty of options for Randy Orton. Maybe include a WWE Championship with the Randy Orton side plates, and I'd be all aboard that. I think that's a pretty good guesstimate right there, and if we were going to get Randy Orton, I think this is what I would expect out of him. Next up on my list is going to be none other than Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins is on my list next. One of my current favorite talents in the world right now. I think that a WrestleMania 34 Rollins or an Elite 45 Rollins, or even maybe a WrestleMania, I think it was 36, where he took on Kevin Owens, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the matchup that I'm referring to in the Panorama era right there with the long white coat. You could give us a man bun head sculpt. You could give us a pissed off, hair down, you know, long beard, looking all nice. You know, give us the nice removable gauntlets. Lots of things you could do there. Or you could do the WrestleMania 34 gear. Include the entrance gear. You'd have the Game of Thrones gear. You'd have that nice gray gear with the mesh sculpted on there. You'd have the entrance gear, removable gauntlets, the blue-eyed head sculpt. You know, he did wear the blue contacts during the entrance. You could include a blue eyes head sculpt. You could have a screaming head sculpt similar to the Elite 52. You could have your smirking head sculpt, or maybe a pissed off one. Lots of different options there. Or honestly, for Seth Rollins, I think a cash-in WrestleMania 31 Seth Rollins would be great. So going back to Randy Orton, I think if we got a Rollins from that exact night, that would be cool too. Kind of updating the full thing there. You could do the gloves hands. You could do the WWE Championship with Seth Rollins side plates, Money in the Bank contract, different sculpts, updated technology, different formula, and I think that would be a brilliant figure figure as well, similar to the cash-in Toys R Us exclusive. The next one that we have on the list is going to be a throwback figure. Now, I don't know how big this will be, just because of the Coliseum collection and because of the flashback Target exclusives. I feel like they do that for kind of the older market, just because they know that the older collectors are more of the hardcore collectors, and so they're going to go after that nostalgia. They're going to go after the older characters and the older names, and so I have Andre the Giant on the list. I think Andre the Giant would be a really nice plug into the Ultimate Edition line. I think that you could go with a afro head sculpt Andre the Giant. You could go with, you know, the shorter haircut. You could give him a cloth removable singlet. You could have maybe a big old smile head sculpt, a pissed off head sculpt, you know, the grinning. You have the big hands, double jointed arms, really great formula on there. You could have a 2-in-1 gear. Lots of great options there for Andre the Giant. I think this is one that a lot of people would search after as well. You know, I think that this would be really great. We haven't seen a throwback Andre figure in a while, and I could even see them completely remaking the last time we saw an Elite Andre in the main line. I know the Elite 100's coming soon. It's a really great figure, but I think if they were to redo that Elite from a while back, I think that they could, you know, play around with that, and I think that would be a really great figure. I think Andre's really nice. I think you could include WWF Championship. Lots of different things you could do there, and I like that. I like that pick right there. Kind of a throwback deal. Speaking of throwback deals, I think that this is coming soon. I don't know if it's in this wave, Wave 17. Maybe it's a flashback Target exclusive, or maybe it's going to be a part of the next crowdfunding project. That would be really awesome. Speaking of which, I may have a video on the crowdfunding project coming soon. Is Eddie Guerrero, man. I think Eddie Guerrero is a perfect addition to the Ultimate Edition line. One of those guys that is kind of missing there. You have a lot of iconic talents that have their Ultimate Edition, and Eddie Guerrero is not included in that yet. I think he is a perfect addition. Again, you know, we had the Legends figure, we had the other Legends figure, we had the main Elite line, we had the Chase, so I think that with a WWE Championship, you know, his classic shirt, I mean, dude, there's so many different things you could do here for Eddie Guerrero, different head sculpts, you know, really, really bring it over the top. Even though his last Legends figure was fantastic, I think that they could really do it over the top. I think a lot of people think this is probably going to come in the next crowdfunder, but it is just all speculation. There's no real smoke right there. It's all off the dome. People are just, you know, kind of fantasy booking that idea, so I don't think that, you know, it's in the works, but I think that it could be, you know, but I think, you know, Eddie with Lowrider, you could do an Eddie with the SmackDown Fist stage, maybe with a Brock Lesnar or something like that. I don't know, man. Lots of stuff. I cannot wait to see where they go for the next crowdfunding project, but we will have to see about that. But Eddie Guerrero is a piece that I would love to see. Don't really care about the gear. I'd like to see a gear that we haven't seen, but it's all about the accessories and different things that we see there. But Eddie Guerrero is definitely one of the names on my list. And the last figure name or talent name that I have on my list for Ultimate Edition Series 16 is going to be Razor Ramon / Scott Hall. I think that it is inevitable that we're going to get Scott Hall or Razor Ramon. I don't know if it's going to be the next wave. It could be in a couple waves. I know it's coming. It's got to come. You know, rest in peace to the late, great Scott Hall / Razor Ramon. Fantastic in his career here. And we have a plethora of Razor Ramones, you know, I think that they could do it one more better. I think that we could get a little bit more detailed. I think we could get some great head sculpts. You'd have the toothpick head sculpt. You could have interchangeable vests. You could have, you know, great gear, great glowing gear. I'd like to see the yellow gear, honestly, is one that I'd like to see. We've seen the green coming soon with a Target exclusive 3-pack. We had the Legends figure in the blue. We had the defining moments in the purple, even though the purple wasn't even accurate, I do believe. So, we have seen some great figures, and we even have, you know, his Hawaiian shirt look. We have great Scott Hall figures as well, but I think that we are missing him in the Ultimate Edition line. I think it's inevitable that we will see him in the Ultimate Edition line, and I think it's just a matter of time until we see that. So that is who I think would be the last replacement there, or the last figure missing from Ultimate Edition Series 16 right there. But that is my complete list, man. Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Andre the Giant, Eddie Guerrero, Razor Ramon / Scott Hall. I think that, again, it's inevitable that we're going to get probably all of these characters eventually, but I'm trying to figure out who's going to be that last spot in Ultimate Edition Series 16, and then in Ultimate Edition Series 17 with Jeff Jarrett being canceled. I feel like you're going to have to come with a pretty big name, you know, trying to fill in that hole right there, and hopefully it will not disappoint. I do believe we're going to have figure reveals this month, at the end of the month, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we'll get some more clarity on that. I know we have a Bret Hart coming soon, Target exclusive flashback, and I think the one after that is going to be The Rock, so we have some re-releases coming a little bit there. I also heard that it's possible that we will see re-releases of previous Ultimate Edition, similar to how they did the Brock Lesnar and Shawn Michaels from Series 4, so that is something to look out for as well, man. But that is my complete list. I would love to know down in the comment section below who you think is going to be Ultimate Edition Series 16 and who you would like to see replace it. But I'm getting out of here, man. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave me your thoughts down below on what you think. But I'm getting out of here. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at MyDamnToys. I will see you guys next time. Have a blessed one.